Yeah.
I'ma press play every time.
The funny don't stop, so the funny don't stop, hey. The funny don't stop, so the funny don't stop. The funny don't stop, so the funny don't stop. The funny don't stop, so the funny don't stop, hey.
My name is Halo Thomas, and you're listening to the Funny Don't Stop Show.
Yeah.
There's my boys. There's
Nobody's. Did you understand what I said, Raul? Divadino Nobody's?
Diva what?
Now, you know that's bad Spanish if you ask a Hispanic dude and he don't even understand. Because you know we don't know.
I thought he was talking like
No, I want to see if you can figure it out, Alex. Divadino Nobody's.
Divadino?
Divadino Nobody's.
No pares?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Savvy.
Yeah, you
somebody lied to you.
Nigga, I was trying to say the funny don't stop in Spanish, nigga.
Well, you obviously didn't say it right because Raul is a straight Mexican, the coolest Mexican on the planet, and he said twice. What the hell did you say?
I said Divadino Nobody's.
No
Will you
pares.
correct him? Will you correct him, Raul?
How do I say it? Say it, Raul.
No para. No paras don't stop.
No para, don't stop.
That sounds like
You were
English.
close. You
He
were close.
mixed
See, that's the
English
thing.
in
See,
there.
that's the thing. Like what Hispanic people do, they'll mix Spanish with English and tell you it's Spanish.
No pata. We know no
You gotta
pata.
remember, everybody got that different lingo too. man.
Raul was like this. The bitch is ugly. Like, nigga, did you just say it in two different languages?
Yeah, like wait a minute, you just said that's English. Like I understood that part.
Right.
Chris Robinson. Now, I don't know which Chris Robinson this is because I know quite a few Chris Robinsons. What up, boy? You chimed in right on time. Is this Chris as in robot, as in director, Chris Robinson? Or you just Chris Robinson from 133rd Street? Let me know. My name is Alex Thomas. I'm your host.
It's your boy Savvy Amusing.
This is Sid Brass.
I'm your boy, Raul.
And you're watching
The Funny Don't Stop Show.
The Funny
Yeah,
Don't
right.
Stop.
That mean don't stop.
Divadino Nobody's.
Wait. Explain to my boy Savvy, what did he say wrong? That's the first question. Oh, this is Chris O Baby. How the hell was I supposed to know, nigga? I always call you Chris O Baby. I don't never call you Chris Robinson. Are you changing it now? I mean, Jesus.
Right?
That's my boy Chris, super funny comedian out of Tampa Bay. Hey, so real quick, Savvy, first of all, I want to know what Mexican told you that because they were wrong, or you heard them wrong because Raul just corrected you. You go, Savvy.
I got the Spanish app, nigga. And that motherfucker told me Divadino Nobody's, nigga.
Okay, now,
Nobody's.
Raul,
What it said.
explain that because I don't have a clue what the hell's going on.
Divertido no pares. Divertido no pares.
Okay,
No
did you
para.
say it in English first?
Yeah, you were close. It was no para. No para, like I said, is don't stop.
No para.
No pares is kind of saying you don't stop.
No paras.
Yeah, that's like saying you don't stop, right?
Yeah, that's how I communicate,
but it's
man.
no
Like
problem.
if I run up on any of the Spanish homies and I don't understand what they saying, man, I
Yeah.
pull out my little app. I probably been telling them all kind of shit. I probably been telling them.
Well, you gotta
They probably
remember,
asked
too.
me for directions and I said, "Hey, kiss my ass," and didn't even know.
That's funny.
Yeah, you got to remember too, man. The different
You know?
South American countries, they speak.
That's the
different,
problem. It all
Spanish.
depends on who you talking to, Raul.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if I'm talking to somebody in Mexico, is different. Somebody from El Salvador is different. Guatemala,
It's different
it's
slangs.
all different.
It's different slangs, but you tell me if I'm right or wrong, Raul. Every country, every nationality has their slang of the language, though. So, like a New
It's
York,
just
Puerto Rican dude,
every state in the country,
State.
in every
Yeah,
country
every state.
has their
Yeah.
slang.
It's like New York and California got slang, right? They got different slang, but
Right,
we
right,
understand each other. We can talk,
Right.
Right.
You know, but like
The
I
slang
said,
is just
if you go
different.
to northern Mexico and in southern Mexico, totally different slang. Like
Right.
so it's the same. Yeah, it's and then you got the country, you know, and then you got like the Incas and the way the Mayans and all them, the way they basically talk their language.
Right,
That's why
right.
I don't even understand that language, bro.
Right.
How is it in the translation from his iPhone? She said nothing about the funny don't stop, and you did.
America. It was probably some white dude that fucking wrote said that shit. It sounded like a white chick, didn't it?
It did. It was a white. It was like
he said meow.
yeah. Di
It was
Batino
like-
no pares. Di Batino no pares.
Yeah,
It was so funny. Savvy said, "Yeah, man, a Mexican dude run up on me and ask for directions. Your answer would be like, man, I don't even like taquitos. Like, what?
Right.
They ask you where is Crenshaw and Slauson, and you answer, man, I ain't played soccer in years, bro. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, that app I had you all fucked up, man. You be
Yeah,
saying
man.
all kind of shit thinking is right.
Hey,
Mexican
Savvy,
run up to you and
funny
say,
story.
fuck you. Say,
The
fuck
first
you. And
time-
Savvy be like, gracias.
the first time I took a Spanish class, man, it was so basic like that. And like I said, it was a white lady that was teaching it. And I kind of just walked out of the class because I was like, man, this is some bullshit, man.
Yeah. Like I
Wow.
bet you any kind of money we be sounding weird as hell when we learn
Right.
Spanish from a
Yeah,
classroom.
man,
It sound
Correct.
weird.
A whole different
That's why I
type.
want the homies to teach me. I want to talk like how y'all talk, not like
Right.
a proper teacher in the classroom
Right,
telling
right,
you
right.
the wrong shit.
That'd be
Right,
that'd be like going to school and the teacher's teaching you slang or ebonics, and you're like, you are the whitest person. How you gonna teach me how to talk my talk?
Right. That's real. And they getting a paycheck to do the shit too.
I know that's crazy.
Exactly.
Anyway, how y'all doing, man? How's everybody?
Man,
Doing
good,
great, man.
Blessed.
We've been all over the place the last few weeks. I haven't got to see you for a while, man, and I know we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it was a hell of a bye week, wasn't it?
A hell of a bye week, exactly.
Man,
How
damn.
was your week, Savvy?
Oh man, it was pretty good, man. Once I minus out the 8 hours of the obligation and try the best I can to stick to what it is I love to do, man, it gets great. It gets great after 8. I put it to you like that.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
man,
It gets
that's
great
on the
after
shirt.
8.
That's
It
the
gets
shirt.
great
That's
after
a
I do the
t-shirt.
8,
That's
man.
the shirt right there, bro.
That's a
That's that
t-shirt.
hustle shirt.
You been writing? I mean,
Hey,
do
you
you
ain't
ever,
oh man, and the funny thing about it, man, I took a page out of your book, Alex, and took your advice, and I almost damn near got 35 minutes on just the subject of what I do alone. And it just keeps growing because I continue to run into people. So it's just nonstop. It just keeps
and here's the
growing.
cool part about it. First of all, and I'm just going off of what you said in my
Yeah.
in my comedy experience.
Yeah.
You just said 35 minutes of you in your personal life,
Yeah.
right? When it's your personal life, you ain't got to worry about somebody coming on stage and slapping the shit out of you. You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, maybe you don't.
Because
And
you are
unless
talking
somebody-
about your life, nobody else's name is coming out your mouth. You talking about your life. And in
That's true.
comedy,
Experiences.
exactly. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Like I was telling somebody recently, you know, I am an observational comic. So
Yeah.
a lot of times it is stuff that has nothing to do with me and it's just my crazy take on stuff.
Right.
But then a lot of my act is my personal life and something that happened to me or something I saw and something. And that's why over the years, I have not really had that problem. I would be sitting up here lying to you if I were to say I don't talk about people. No, man, part of being a comedian, that's what we do since the beginning of time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
It's
you-
just to what degree it's a few things we talk about. It's to what degree you're talking about people.
Yeah.
And how you talk about people. And anybody that knows my act, I could sit there and talk about the nigga in the front row for 30 minutes and there's tears coming out of his eye and he's laughing at me because I
That's
know
true.
how to do it. If you are a mean-spirited person, like I was just telling Raul, there's some comics that are evil people in life, mean people in life, upset, angry, bitter in life. So guess what? It's just going to be magnified on stage.
Yeah.
And those
That's
are the
true.
ones that are constantly dealing with conflict.
That's true.
Those are
And-
the
and-
ones that are getting their asses whooped or wanting to whoop their ass after the show. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's true, bro. Because the way I am, man, I remember a very short story. One day, like some years ago, man, I was on the job, and the supervisor had. I never get mad, you know. I'm like you, Alex. I'm real calm and collected, like cool dude. But this one specific day, the supervisor had made me mad, bro. And I was just kind of staring at her, like mad dogging her. And she was like, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, you all right?" You know. And so she went and spread the rumor and said, "Oh wow, I think Savvy was high." They said, "Well, why you say that?"
You say hi.
Said high, yeah, like
Oh
high.
wow, that's the only determination she came up with.
Yeah. So I'm
See,
thinking
that's
in my
some
head,
bullshit.
like, no, bitch, I wasn't high. You pissed me the fuck off. So
Right.
the same way I am there is like that's the way I am on stage. I'm a real cool, calm dude. If I do wisecrack on you, it's innocent. You laughing with me. But if you do something to maliciously cut me, I'm gonna do something to maliciously cut you. I've done it before,
Right.
and then some people have responded and said, "Damn, man, that ain't even. I'm shocked at you, bro. That ain't even your style of comedy." But I match energy. If you come at me like that, I'm gonna come at you like that. But for the most part, I don't have that problem because I'm like you, Alex, with my style. I don't maliciously attack people. I just got funny stories and funny but innocent observation of things, and I'll leave it at that.
Right. Well, I mean, I was going to talk about that later on in the show, but since we just organically got into it, there is no order today. So I'm going to be all over the place. But I'm going to start with kind of speaking to all of you guys. And I want to hear from everybody individually. And I'm going to start with Raul. Obviously, we all saw the Oscars. Obviously, you know, the slap heard round the world.
No,
you know,
no.
or like my,
Not the slap
or
heard
like
round
my
the
boy Lorenzo Ice T Thomas down in Miami calls it Slapgate.
That's funny.
I'm just gonna start with before I get into I'm gonna go last. Raul, what was your feelings? I mean, and really let us know, man. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna try my best not to interrupt with what you have to say. What is your feeling on what happened, where it's at now, what you think should happen? You got the floor.
I mean, I feel it was out of line. I mean, like I said, it was a joke, you know. So I think there was a lot more stuff going on in Will's life behind the scenes that, you know, that nobody really knows. And shit, all that shit just piles up one day, and like I said, it just happened to be that moment.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you know, a lot of people fighting demons, man. You know, especially in these kind of time in this world when you start seeing all this violence and all this shit that's going on in this world right now. You know, you start losing a lot of faith in, you know, in the Almighty sometimes. And like I said, when he said Denzel speak, little phrase, man, I was like, damn, that's like I said, those are God's words, man, that'll slice through any problem you ever got.
Wait, go
You know
back
what I'm
just
saying?
for the people that may not know what you're talking about. We can't assume everybody knows. What did Denzel say?
He said, at your highest moment, the devil will come get you or something like that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, just to kind of bring that out to life, because it's like, it's real, man. Like I said, you know, a lot of people got demons and that, you know, there's a lot of stuff people go through, especially in Hollywood, man. You know, shit. Alex, you know personally, man, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, that are fucking going through stuff behind the scenes, and, you know, they got to fake the funk in front of the camera. And like I said, it's like on, you know, radio. Like when I did radio, it's like, even if I woke up in a bad mood and everything went bad that day, as soon as that on air light went on, it's a whole different, you know, you got to do your job at the end of the day. Because that's your job. You know, and just like I said, is when a lot of shit just piles on top of you, man, you got a lot of weight on your shoulders, man. And sooner or later, like I said, man, any building can fall.
Yeah.
You know.
Said Brass.
That's
said
real,
Brass. And said, I don't want you to be short-winded, man. You're too brilliant. You're too smart. Because sometimes said to be like, man, I don't want to
It
get
is
too
what
deep.
it
No,
is. It
no,
is.
Don't give us that. Don't give us
That's where
that.
we at. That's where we at right now. No.
Classic. It is what it is.
I want to hear from you, Said. I want to hear from your personal thoughts to where we are legally now, because I know you know all these things. Put the camera on, Said. You got the floor, Said.
You know,
your
that's
feelings on what happened and everything.
That's a good point. You know, I really don't know where we are legally to begin it where you ended it. But, you know, I think this speaks to a bigger perspective of where we are in society, especially us as black men. I think the optics of it, seeing two black men in a confrontational situation, even though one was the actual total victim and the other one was the actual assailant. But I think it's a lot to be said in here. And a lot of times people are having conversations about what inspired him to do it and what motivated him to do it. And, you know, so many different categories of people that has taken away things. If you're someone who are like pro-black women, I've heard certain circles say, man, that's great. That's the first time I've ever seen black men stand up for a black woman. So look at this black man protecting a black woman, right? And so then you have, you know, conservative people to say, see, look at black folks. They're, you know, you give them the platform and stage and look at them portraying violence, right? If you look at any different circumstance of this scenario, different fringe groups have different takeaways and how they went away with it. But I think it was a bad day for both black men in this scenario. for black men that want to succeed in professional environments, this notion that we have to sit and take punishment that is portrayed upon us and not protect ourselves in order to be, amenable into society. So it speaks bad in that perspective, and then it speaks bad to the fact that you can't have emotions and you can't emote an emotional way when you're actually triggered by something with the forms of violence. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from this is that we're told in this society that if you feel something, you should be able to act. Disrespect. I've heard this in other platforms, right? Just because someone disrespects you doesn't mean that you can have the actual autonomy to be disrespectful back to that person in whatever means that you deem pliable in that situation. And I don't necessarily agree with that. So
and not to interrupt, we all know there's a difference between verbally responding and physically responding. It's almost like if somebody, we're all grown and mature enough to know if somebody steps on your brand new white Air Force Ones, you can't be like, you disrespect me, so now I'm gonna shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be
unless you're Aaron Hernandez.
right.
Right.
Crazy.
But then you Aaron Hernandez and you end up going to jail for life and you end up killing yourself in there, whatever. You get what I'm saying? It's a horrible, slippery slope. And the bottom line is it's wrong. Like, I mean, we all have had somebody say something negative us our life. Dude, your mother teaches you as a kid, like, okay, that'd be like somebody calling you a punk. That doesn't mean go get your gun and now shoot him.
Yeah.
This generation, I watch First 48. And there's people around America pick up basketball games in the park. And a brother get fouled.
Right.
And dude goes to his car and kill. Like, dude,
right.
Just because he fouled you, because the dude said something to you, that's okay to go put your hand. That's where it's wrong. You can talk back all you want, blah, 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 blah. You ain't whatever you want to say.
Right.
But the minute you bring violence, remember, you put hands. The minute you throw that chair and cause somebody, the minute you break that bottle, the minute you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Now you're breaking the law. And I said I wasn't going to interrupt you, said, but did that make sense what I said?
Yeah, no. And I mean, you hit the points, right? And I think that's the thing that we have to take away from this, man, and that, we have to be responsible with our emotions. We all are triggered in certain ways, and we have to be sensitive to people who are triggered emotionally. But that doesn't mean you get to do whatever you want to do because you feel triggered. And I think we have to be responsible in this society, as we are all kind of triggered. I don't get to walk in my corporate office, and if someone offends me and I feel triggered, now I get to respond whatever deemed necessary response I want to.
Because it's still illegal. It's almost like we talked about this recently, right? I forgot a month ago. Remember, we did the episode where there was dude road rage. Somebody either accidentally hit the back of him or, somebody got mad, went to the side of him and just threw a water bottle. Like saying, fuck is your problem? Right.
Check.
Dude pulled out his gun, shot 9 times. It's almost like, I know it's not the same thing, but it kind of is. He threw a bottle, you shot. He said a comment, you went to physical, but like, you know what I mean? And then the unfortunate part is, dude is so huge, you kind of forget that you are a role model, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
It's people that, and it's almost like if the academy doesn't do anything, it looks like it's okay if you are. But if you're a billionaire, you don't got the same set of rules. You get what I'm saying?
I would actually be okay with that if it wasn't. With what? Well, what you said. I'm not saying that it's okay with what you said, but even if that was a takeaway, like, the rich and privileged get away, I don't know if people are gonna take away with that. I think it does much more harm in corporate and professional circles to say, see, here goes our shining armor, good black guy that's always been our token to be able to be the projection of what we deem black men society. And we can't even keep him in control. He can't even control his emotions. So if a professional multimillionaire at the height of his
highest level,
can't control his emotions, what does that say for Savvy? That's working his job. What does that say for Raul as he enters? If we can't keep him happy,
which is going to bring me onto something I'm going to say later before Savvy comes up. And I just want to say, I don't know if this is on the same lines, but I got something I'm going to talk about, and it's on the lines of that may be the last time you see black folks on the Oscars for a long time.
I'm sure it will.
And I'm not gonna get into it yet. I'm gonna wait till Savvy finishes. Savvy, you got the floor, bud.
Yeah.
What's up, Darren Donaldson? Oh shit, Darren Donaldson, as in Darren Donaldson, who I grew up with. If that's Darren Donaldson, what up, Darren? Nice to see you, brother. Spread the word. The Funny Don't Stop show, and hang in there with us, man. We talk shit every day, every Tuesday. Savvy the Amusing. Holla at us. Talk to us, man. What's your feeling on this whole thing?
Well, man, before I get into what I feel, it's like I was telling you this a while ago, Alex. I was telling you I felt like comedy was under attack. I told you I felt like it started with a censor on social media. Like you can almost see the writing on the wall. Social media will block you. Oh, you can't say that. Oh, this is violent, or this is bad, or this is sexist. You can't say that. And I said eventually it was gonna leak into live performances. So where if the comedian said something that an individual deemed to be bad, they feel like they could either stop you or do something to you. You can look at what happened to Affion Crockett. He cracked the sex joke. A lady jumped on stage and said, you shouldn't be talking about sex. You know, there was one time a comedian was getting roasted and the dude literally grabbed the microphone stand and was swinging it at him. I forgot bro's name. You know, now the slap with Will Smith when he was offended by a Chris Rock joke. So I told you, Alex, the comedy trade is under attack. I remember in the 90s, when Martin was roasting the dude, man, K1, I believe, from MTV or whatever, and he was telling dude like, yeah, his woman is MC Light, and I used to fuck her, you know,
right. And niggas got up and ran out the place. It was so fucking funny.
Exactly, it was so funny. Like nobody wanted to fight Martin. Nobody wanted to hit Martin, and they were this close to the stage to where they could have if they wanted to. So what I'm saying, man, is you can't feel so entitled to where somebody offends you and you think you could just put hands on somebody, man. That's where it's wrong, you know. And I believe no ill will against Jada at all, but you know, men are triggered emotionally by what their woman thinks. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie 300 with King Leonidas. And when that messenger came to Spartan, he was talking all this mess, and Leonidas wanted to kill him, but he understood if I killed him, that was going to trigger a war. So what did Leonidas do before he killed him? Said, Raul, do you know the answer to that?
He turned around and looked at her, and she gave him that look.
Exactly. the king turned around. He looked at his wife. His wife said yes, and he killed him. So it's the same thing. Like Jada basically said, hey, I'm not going to, you know, because if you see your husband standing up after he knows you offended, the first thing your wife should do is be like, hey, like what you doing? Or try to grab you, but she just let it go. And then proceeded to think it was funny after he did what he did. So she did not help the situation. You know, she did not calm her husband or stop her husband from putting his career on the line and freezing money and getting his Oscar revoked. She didn't stop that. So I'm just saying it was a bad move, I believe, on both parts. Whoever wrote that joke for Chris Rock, their PR should have made them more aware that Jada Pinkett had alopecia. They should have been informed of that. And then Chris Rock, I'm sure, being friends with Will, would have refused to do that joke. But however, he didn't know that. And at the same time, Will, I feel, should have handled that situation later, like backstage or later on. But he should definitely not have walked up there and slapped that man on national televisions in front of millions with millions watching. That's just my opinion, and that's just the way I feel.
Man, I'm trying to figure out where to start. All I can say is this. You ain't gonna see black folks on the Oscars
in a long time.
For a long
we
time.
are done. We're done.
Man, let me tell you something, and I'm gonna just try to just follow me, laugh where you want to laugh, talk where you want to talk. I'm just gonna say just say my piece. First of all, we can count on one hand, no, two hands, how many black people have got Oscars over the years, right? Since the beginning of the Oscars. You know, every blue moon, they would throw us a bone. Every blue moon, we would get Oscars, right? And it's never been a lot of us, right? I mean, to
Right.
the point where black folks just weren't tuning into the Oscars because
Right.
it's like it ain't for us. We could go watch 10 movies that we all love, that we all know. We don't even watch the Oscars because we know we ain't even gonna be a part of it,
Right.
right? So
Right.
with that being said, when I turned the show on, when I tell you I was a proud black man, when I tell you rest in peace George Floyd, rest in peace Sidney Poitier, I thought that things were on the uprise because let me tell you, this was the blackest Oscars I have ever seen in my life. I mean, we had black writers, black producers, black nominees, black winners, black seat fillers, black security,
Right.
black DJ. D Nice was the DJ. I was like, man, I swear to God, y'all thought I was watching BET. I was like, there ain't no way in the world this could be ABC, but I'm happy. I'm like, this is great. Hey, man, this is going to be a great night. And I'm assuming, like everybody, we know who's going to get that Oscar night. It was a beautiful thing until, how do I say this? The bullshit happened.
Yeah.
And I thought that us as black people had really jumped ahead and moved forward till we were slapped back 100 years.
Correct.
That's
Okay.
true. We're literally,
Literally slapped back 100
Yeah.
years.
Correct.
And here's where I think it's going to happen. I think next year, you ain't gonna see no black writers. You ain't gonna see no
that's
black
it.
producers. You ain't gonna see no black nominees. You ain't gonna see no black and everything. You know what? Next year you might not even see black tuxedos. Okay.
you won't even be allowed.
Hey, yo, Alex is busting out all his material right now. This
Nigga,
is like,
let me
this is
tell you
all
something.
material
Let me
right
tell you
here.
something. Next year is gonna be the first all-white affair. You're gonna see all-white tuxedos.
All white party.
You're gonna see all-white dresses with all-white people. Okay. They are going to make sure that they let us know who really runs Hollywood.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's exactly what they're gonna do. And I was like, man, it's just it hurt, man. It hurt because as a comedian and as a brother who is friends with both these guys, right? I'm friends with both these guys. You know, I'm up here thinking that, like, you know, I wanted to think this was a joke. I wanted to think, oh, they doing some crazy shit for the, you know, like what do you
Spice
call
it
it? The ratings. And,
Yeah. I did too. I thought that too.
Did you think that too, Savvy?
I did. Yeah.
Did anybody here think this was a joke and it wasn't real?
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke.
Absolutely.
Did you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
No, you definitely not the only one, man. A lot of people thought that.
Oh, okay. So here's what I think. Here's what I think is gonna happen. I think these white folks are so serious that next year, I'm just letting you know. And just remember, I'm the first one to say it. Next year, I think they even gonna change the names. Like I don't think it's gonna be the Oscars anymore. Because to be real with you, like low key, Oscar sounds black. Okay. Omar, Oscar, it sound black. Next year, they're gonna change that shit to the Toms. It's gonna be the Toms. T-O-M-S, Toms.
Hosted by Tom Cruise.
Tom's
They
Or
gotta
Tom
get,
Hanks, one of them Toms.
Tom Brady.
They
Tom
gotta get
Brady.
Tom Shoes the sponsor.
Tom Brady.
The Toms.
Yeah, but guess who I think is truly gonna be the host next year?
Who? Jerry
Santa
Seinfeld?
Claus.
This nigga's stupid.
Because nigga, it don't get no whiter than Santa Claus.
Nigga don't get no whiter than Santa, nigga. No
Come on,
jollier.
man. Santa's gonna be up there. Ho ho ho! Welcome to the 2023 Toms.
The Toms.
The 2023 Toms. Nigga.
They ain't taking no more chances with
That's
us.
it, bro. We done.
It's a wrap.
We're done for. What do you feel on that, Savvy? Do you really? I mean, what do you think?
I think we done, man. It took you too long to get in, man. It almost reminds me of like when I was coming up, like 1920, we used to always try to get in the club and they wouldn't let us in, bro. They wouldn't let us in because at the time the style was baggy and they would always tell you like, man, you got to tuck in your shirt or you can't wear white shoes or whatever. And then when we finally get in, one of the homies get too drunk and have a fight, and we never get to go again. So it's kind of the same way with the Oscars. They're like, look, now you see what happens when we let too many of them in here.
Exactly.
They start slapping people and doing that gangster shit. No more.
Exactly.
This is it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
imagine if you had came on late and you came in just at the slap. You would be like, "Is this the Source Awards?" Or
You
is
would have
this-
thought.
Yeah. I wonder.
Man,
I
you would
wonder
have
if they
thought
coulda,
Suge Knight just walked off the stage after that shit.
I wonder if they tracked the ratings for like up to that moment, because I wasn't even watching it, and I swear I got like text messages and alerts and news messages like while it was going on, and that made me turn it on and like watched it. So I wonder if that was an even spike in ratings right after.
Put it this way. Whatever the ratings were, it's the ratings that the white people do not want. That is not how.
Yeah, they don't want those kind.
Exactly. I mean, it got to the point when I watched the Grammys the next day, I was like sitting there like, okay, we're going to get fucked up tonight.
Yeah.
And you would almost think that would happen more in music versus acting. You get what I'm saying? You wouldn't think that was going to happen on that stage.
I think they purposely booked the comic for the Grammys just to have that one little ha-ha moment to poke like the eye in the face of like the Oscars awards. I don't know if you saw the one.
Say that one more time, Sid. You need to make me explain that. What do you mean?
It was one guy at the Grammys that was a comedian who came out with a helmet on.
I saw that.
It was I didn't even know this comic, by the way.
No, it was just, that was just such an obvious. That's what we call like comedy. You saw that one coming 1,000
the miles away, right? That's what.
He had the helmet on, and you could tell it was so written. He was just reading off the card. Yeah, I'm a comedian, and they said this is what we have to do nowadays. You know, that got a little chuckle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was a little corny though, because because it's obvious.
Because it's obvious, right?
Yeah.
And you know,
and the presenter even preempted it too much. I think. And next. Okay, everybody hold on. He's a comedian, so I'm going to need everybody to stay in their seats. I think it was LeVar Burton, by the way.
It was LeVar
Which
Burton.
was, by the way, a black man
of course.
Actually come out and actually do the same thing. So it was interesting to me, but I think that they probably wanted a black comedian to come out and probably couldn't get any takers on, nah, I'm not touching that.
Right. My thing is this, and this is, we're on this topic, so we're going to get into it. Savvy, I want you to know, I never said, hey, Bonnie, how you doing? SNL didn't make it any better. Of course, you know, like you got to think about it, man. And they hopped on it right away. I mean, every comic on the planet,
everybody jumped on
talking about it. You just got to find your lane and how you're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
I touch it, but I'm on to my other shit. I'm not a dude that has to totally go off to this, and I'm going to do 45 minutes on it. No, I touch it. Yeah, I touch it, and I'm out. Like I did a non-disclaimer the other night, on stage in Long Beach, the Laugh Factory. I was just like, look. I mean, you hear a lot of comics say their version of it, but everybody ain't everywhere every night. And you honestly, like, I'm not even trying to be funny right now. I really do feel like no matter where I go, whether I'm in South Carolina or Tacoma, Washington, I feel like for 3 minutes, I just got to get this out. Look, I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
I talk shit and I tell jokes.
Yeah,
I've been doing this shit for 30 years, and I ain't had nobody rush on stage in 30 years. So I'm batting 1,000 right now. Okay, but what I will tell you is, if you have any insecurities, if you have any mental issues, if you don't like to laugh, you might want to take your ass on down to the opera. Yeah, maybe you can go to a magic show and catch somebody pulling a rabbit out their ass. Yeah, maybe you can catch a ballet, but if you feel at any point tonight that you want to come on stage and slap and attack me, just know I am a nigga from the hood first. Right. Okay. And you really might catch this bar stool and this mic stand crammed up your ass. I'm just letting you know straight up. You know what I mean? And I say, with that being said, who's ready to have a good time tonight? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's going to be to the point, Alex. It's going to be to the point when the comedy clubs start, just like how they usually tell everybody, All right, everybody, welcome to the Comedy Shack. Tonight, there's a 2-drink minimum. Once again, there's a 2-drink minimum. And here's a disclaimer. If anybody is sensitive, has a disability, or are very insecure about jokes or get offended fast, the doors are open. You can leave now and you will be refunded. And your money will be reimbursed fully back to you. But if the doors close and the show start, shut the fuck up and do not get out of your seat. Are we ready to get this show started? I mean, it's to the point to where all this shit is gonna have to be laid out either on tickets or by the live DJ when you go to the show, because it is getting that bad, Alex.
Right. You know what I think I'm gonna have you do, Savvy? I need you to record that, and I'm gonna run that before all my shows, and I'll be like, yeah, that's my personal producer. That's my non-disclaimer. I'm serious. I'm gonna do that just as an extra laugh at every show, because that's funny. It's almost like we're joking and laughing about it, but just so people don't think, I hate to say it like this, but Will Smith is so huge. He's huge, so big. He has so much love and respect. And think about it. There's still a lot of people out there that have never been to comedy clubs, right?
That's true.
So they don't know. It's like a person that's never golfed before. They don't know there's golf etiquette. So think about the people that have never been to comedy clubs. They're going to think that that's what you can do, and that's okay if you disagree with something the comedian says on stage.
Absolutely, because I really feel like comedians are some of the most
brilliant,
unprotected artists in the industry.
Right.
And there's been no comedy club I've ever been to where you were frisked at the door. There's been no comedy clubs I've been to where security was close to the comic. When these rappers are on stage talking shit, you got 2 big buff ass Shaq size motherfuckers right at the front of the stage, like, run up on this bitch
with bulletproof
vests, willing to whoop your ass if you come anywhere near the stage. But we got people that literally walk out of their seat and will come on stage, and it ain't shit you can. It's like you against your.
You think
it's just you.
You think I'm bullshitting? You just make me think of something, Sammy. I think every city I go to from now on, before I go on stage. And you know, as a headliner, before you go on stage, hey Alex, you need anything? You want a drink? We got food. I'll be like, no, I'm good on that. But where the fuck is security?
Oh God!
You know what I mean? Like,
where is security, nigga?
Like, it really may, like, that's an expense that, adding to what you said, Savvy, that's an expense that no comedy club owner or promoter ever had to like bring up. You know what I mean? Because it just wasn't a part of the game. Or if you're a superstar comic, you come with your own security. Right. But now, nigga, the security gonna have to be on stage the same way when Snoop and Dre go up there and there's a big 7-foot motherfucker right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Don't even think about it.
Exactly. That's the way it's got to be. Y'all worried about if motherfuckers got tickets. Worried about if I'm gonna get my ass whooped from telling this damn joke.
Right. But me and Raul were talking earlier. Sads know me longer than all you guys. Raul would be second and Savvy last. But you've seen my style of comedy, and I'm all these interviews in the last week. Everybody just thinks that nigga, that I have all the answers, right? And I don't have all the answers. I just know. I think we touched it earlier, but I want to hear what you guys got to say. It still comes down to the way. I'm going to do this without saying names. There's some comics out there that are just assholes. They're assholes.
Yeah.
Life.
This is true.
Even when they try to be funny, they come off as being assholes, and they're just mean.
Yeah.
And the audience sometimes don't take it as fun. They take it as, all right, show's over. I'm going to whoop your ass or meet me in the park.
Yeah, you're being offensive. Yeah.
There's ways to joke and laugh with people, and the person that you're laughing and joking about, they can laugh and have a good time also. I'm like a master at that. Have you ever seen me do it, Savvy?
Yeah. I've seen you do it a few. It's like when you clown a person, it's not malice behind it. Like you'll look at a person in the front row like, sir, where did you get that shirt from, sir? Like, did you think you were going to the comedy club or going fishing? You ain't nowhere near the lake. You know, and he's laughing with you because his shirt looks like, you know, but you're not like, man, where you get that cheap ass shirt? Oh, your punk ass wife must have bought, old bitch.
See,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a difference between the way you come at people, bro.
Correct.
You said it.
You know what I'm saying?
You get it on the nose. You bitch ass motherfucker. Where'd you go? You ain't pay your electric bill because you obviously got dressed in the dark, nigga.
You know, exactly. Now I want to whoop your ass. It's not funny to me no more.
Hey, sir, my man, front row. Next time you iron, plug that motherfucker in. You hear me? Anyway,
Yeah.
how's everybody doing in this bitch? Like, yeah, I'm looking at you, nigga. Anyway, give me a
He
motherfucking
said
drink up
next
here.
time
Like,
you iron, make sure it's plugged
Next
in.
time you iron, make sure you plug that motherfucker in.
see, there's people that just come off mean.
Oh, you lost your mom last week? That's why you here? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? You next, nigga. You next. Anyway.
Oh,
can I
you
get a
sensitive.
Coke?
Oh, you mad.
Oh,
You
mad
sensitive.
now? Oh, because somebody died in your family, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Hold up. Let me get a Coke on the stage, nigga. Like, damn.
Like,
What is your
fuck,
heart?
nigga?
Yeah.
What do you
Damn.
want people to laugh, or do you want people to hate you and want to
Like, God
run
damn.
you over in their car afterwards?
Exactly, bro. And that's yeah. I know exactly what you're talking
Nah,
about.
it's
I
the
said
bu-
all
it's the
that
bully
because there's a
comic.
lot of comics that I know. Just for anybody that came in late, that's not one of my jokes. That was my impression.
It's not none of mine either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was impressions of comics that I know that don't give a fuck and they do stuff like that.
Right.
And
Right.
they're the ones
Yeah.
that have to have security. They're the ones that aren't signing autographs and taking pictures after shows. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who you gonna say, Sid?
No. I was saying this. I was just calling them bully comics. You could tell they were like the bullies back in the day.
In real life.
Where all that,
Yeah.
you know, we learned that same thing where people would just kind of like tell jokes and okay, we snapping on each other, and then you could tell the person that was like that bully that was just saying really mean things to try to get under your skin and really try to break you down and tear you down as far as how
Right.
you think mentally.
Right. So let me
And
give you a
we
good
see that
example.
portray yourself professionally as well.
Us as black folks. I don't know how it was in the Hispanic culture row, but I'm gonna ask you because I really don't know. There's not a black person on planet Earth that is at least 25 to 50 years old that don't know about the dozens, bagging, talk shit. That's what we do since
Yep.
the beginning. Whether we are sitting around the Thanksgiving table with our family, bagging and talking shit, or you on the basketball bagging. What's this nigga got on, nigga? Whether it's the fat dude, but we've always done it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we got a homeboy, and I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not even gonna say this to who I'm saying because when they watch it, they're gonna die fucking laughing. We got one of our close homeboys that he don't know how to play fair, right? Nigga does not know how to bag. He does not know how to talk shit. We can all like if we started whatever the words they use, Jonins on the East Coast they call it Jonins. New York they call it snapping. Now they just the new generation they just call it roasting, right? You gotta have thick skin. We can go with each other and we still can laugh afterwards. Right?
Right.
We got a homeboy that nigga don't know how to play fair. Like he'll get mad when we bagging and he'll go for the jugular.
He go
Right?
He get
Yeah.
real personal. Yeah.
He gets real personal and real mean. So I'm gonna give you the example of the dude. Savvy, it's okay, nigga. I'm giving you the green light. Talk shit about me like we bagging. Say it. Talk shit like we going back. Raul, think of something. Talk shit. And I'm gonna be the dude that don't know how to play fair. All right. And this is that dude. Ready?
Yeah.
So y'all talking shit. Yeah. Hit me with one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, that shirt's so black, man. I can't tell. You so black. That shirt look like the same your skin color.
Yeah, whatever. Dude. Whatever.
Is it them headphones you got on, or I can't really tell. Them black headphones look like earmuffs.
Get him, Sid.
Wow.
Get him, Sid.
Okay, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, that
Fuck
motherfucker
you.
Alex, man.
Fuck
Man,
you,
what happened?
Sid.
What happened to that Jerry curl you had, man? Did you cut it off or it fell out, nigga?
Oh, wow. Fuck you.
Let
too,
me know if
man.
you was a little bit taller, I would have thought you was Michael Jordan, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass too later, nigga.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh,
Whatever.
he want to whoop my ass. Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, whatever. What you got to say, Raul?
Man, I ain't got shit to say to you, man.
Raul
They
ain't
clowning
got
on
shit
you
to
all
say.
day. They clowning on you all day,
Fuck
man.
you
just gotta
too.
take
Whatever.
it, bro.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Raul ain't got shit to say, but I do,
yeah.
man. You couldn't find a shirt today. You borrowed one from Legend.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's why your mama got cancer and she got 3 days to live, nigga.
Wow.
Whatever.
This guy-
Hey man, I'm out of here, man. And then we be like, damn, this nigga's
That
mom
motherfucker
really
straight
has
to the
3 days to
jugular.
live.
God damn!
And that was something personal. He probably told you and everything, right? Now he's the
That's
only
probably
one
something he told you in like
I'm not joking. And the people that know me that are the closest to me, if they saw me sit, nigga, they falling out because they know exactly who I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
This nigga He
damn.
didn't know how to bag. He didn't know how to like anything you say. Like, dude, you can say something back to me, but it ain't gotta be like
So-
that.
Yeah, you didn't have to take it to level 10.
Right,
God
right. But
damn.
that's how that dude. But remember, that's also the dude that goes to get his gun. That's also the dude that want to come up there and throw a chair over your head. That's all. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
But like we said, if you're not in the laughter and you can't play, nigga, don't bring your ass up in a comedy club. Be
Yeah.
lonely somewhere, nigga. Be somewhere where you by yourself
Yeah.
and you can't play and deal with others.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts, man. God damn.
So, with all that being said, I just saw this video today with T.I. and like I guess he was in a small little hole in the wall comedy club last night in Atlanta.
It's just an open mic spot, I think.
Maybe open mic spot, and,
Yeah.
and then this shit happened. So we're gonna watch it and we're gonna talk about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Take your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
First of all, happy Award Day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I. is innocent. I truly believe it. Get it up for him. There is no charge.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't play with me about that.
I haven't put his
Hey. Don't play with me about that.
I'm not. The one thing I am is a comedian. I'm not playing with you. See, now you're getting misunderstood. This is not a rap battle. This is not that. This is a motherfucking comedy show. And be clear, if I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something. Absolutely. And no, you're not going to tell me to shut the fuck up. It's my shit. This is my shit. Be very clear. This is my
No way. In the back.
Whoa.
Here's the thing that here's what I have a problem with now.
What? Was that a comedy show or?
It was a
like
comedy.
you can tell it was a
Open
little
forum?
small open mic
Yeah,
spot in
yeah.
Atlanta. No
Yeah.
names. But see, since he's working on his craft now, he's pulling up to all the spots, little spots all over the country, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I want to hear what you guys have to say. But here's my thing. It has never been okay to go up and take the mic from a comedian or think that you could just stand there and talk. Nigga, that's why you wait till your turn.
Right.
Everybody's the fucking joke police now. And I would tell this to T.I. because he listens to me when I talk to him. Bro, I know you're coming from the hip hop world. I know you have a big voice. Obviously, your voice is bigger than anybody in that room. It was an amateur night where the only person in the room that got a name is you, right? But you're not the club owner. You're not the MC, because if you were the MC, you'd let her finish. And now you have the mic, and if you want to rip her to pieces, you can do that. That's what we've been doing since the beginning of time with comedy. But you can't, while somebody is on their stage doing their time, this is not a debate. This is not a talk show. This is whoever she was, and whatever the fuck she wanted to say, that's her time to do it.
Yep.
You cannot just think it's okay. I don't give a fuck if you're Chris Rock, if you're Dave Chappelle, if you're the biggest comics out there, if you're Kevin Hart, you wait till that dude's finished and then tip your turn, then you go up there. But that's kind of like a big bank take little bank thing that he did in that little room right there.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping that part of it
Was
don't
that
really
a
start
woman too?
happening
It
everywhere.
looked like that was a woman.
It was.
She is.
All right.
There's
all
a
right.
chick, like a young amateur chick that obviously she did a joke about, his allegations with the rape and all that kind of stuff. I don't get into all that stuff, but he disagreed. But if that's the case, I'm up here for 30 minutes. And let's say I talk about 15 things. There might be 9 things that you would disagree. Are you going to take the mic and now rebut and rebuttals to everything I said? That's not how this comedy club shit works.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It's not an open dialogue. Where
It's
you get
not
to
an
get a
open
mic.
dialogue. This is not an open forum. We have social media for that. You can talk to me, you can DM me, whatever. But while I'm on stage, you can't do that. Now, here's one last thing I'm gonna say because I don't want to keep talking. I want somebody to jump in and say something. I was gonna say, I hate when I forget what I was about to say. Taking the mic, talking on your own, waiting to your turn. joke police. Everybody thinking they can stop you. They got opinion. Oh man, I hate when I forget what I was about to say. I was saying all that. She's an amateur comedian. Oh. That's what I was gonna say. I was telling Raul this earlier. And this could just be me, man. One reason why I never had that problem, I'm not one to really go in on people if I don't have anything to say. You know, it's almost like the old-fashioned, right? If you don't have nothing to say, don't say anything at all. Yeah. The younger generation, like, I'm just guessing because I wasn't there. I doubt the chick had a joke about it. She don't even, I'm just being honest with you, my professional opinion, she wasn't brilliant enough to have some brilliant joke about T.I.'s rape case with his wife. Nothing. No, she probably said something slick out of her mouth.
Yeah.
That he didn't like, and it wasn't funny, and he went off. It'd be different if Dave Chappelle was up there or something, and Kevin Hart, and it's like, okay, you may not like my topic, but hear me out because I'm about to talk 20 minutes about it. And in 20 minutes about it, there's material, and I may get 10 or 11 laughs. I'm not a dude going up there like, man, what's up with hip-hop today? These niggas up here just looking crazy. Nigga dressed like da-da-da-da. All right, how y'all doing? No. When y'all see me do my hip-hop shit, think I can go 25 minutes on it.
Right.
There's brilliance in there. Yep. I wrote jokes that work, that are hilarious, that people all over the world. I'm not just talking out my ass.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Part of stand-up comedy, you don't have all the punchlines immediately. When I'm freestyling, the same way a rapper freestyles, you don't know what's going to come out your mouth. Sometimes when I see things in the moment, I just go for it. That's part of being a comedian.
Right.
I'm not talking about the freestyle stuff. I'm talking about, okay, if something's a very sensitive topic, you still have to have some type of brain to go, I really don't have nothing to say about that yet, so I'm not going to really talk about that. You know what I mean? Right. Now, if I say a joke about something and you guys don't like it, hey, I can't please everybody. Yeah. Me and my boys were dying at the shit, so I figured I'd take it to the stage. But when you just have nothing to say, and it just comes off malicious and whatever. Next topic. Okay, now, nigga, you setting yourself up for either ass whipping or you might be fighting tonight.
Right.
As soon as you get off that stage.
Or while you're on stage and the nigga run up to the stage.
Yeah, that's true.
I just don't like how people are, and again, you said it before, Savvy, and it can happen to anybody. I just don't think people thinking like it's okay. Because then you're going to start hearing, the next thing you're going to hear about is comedians fighting back. And like the real nigga comedians is going to start whooping some ass. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a gangster. I joke about it, but that's not my style.
Yeah, you're going to have that security, like you said.
Yeah, it'll get bad, man. And like you say, comedians pretty soon is going to start getting like these rappers because a lot of comedians already roll with hood people, you know, just to get the weed or just to, I mean, a lot of comics and rappers like to have the funny niggas around. So they roll with Crip, Blood, Thug, SA cards, just like the rappers do. And it's going to get to the point to where they homeboys are going to start getting involved in this shit. Right, and then now the comedian's going to be exactly like the rappers. It's just going to be
You got a good point there because remember, some of the biggest beefs or fights or gunplay in rap over the years, it's hardly never the rapper.
No, it's their homies.
Homeboy.
It's their homies.
It's the one that like, I like that shit that nigga said last night.
Yeah.
That's your job. Alex, you got 2 more shows. You got to film a movie this week. But nigga, I ain't got shit. I don't let nobody talk about my homeboy like that.
Exactly.
That's the nigga that's waiting in the parking lot.
Yeah, those the
that's
ones
how usually goes.
Yeah, those the ones you really have to concern yourself with, man. Them. They the ones with nothing to lose.
What's your feeling on that, Sid?
Your mic said.
You're on.
Oh, I just thank God that I'm not an entertainer. I have to go on stage, man. But, I do have to deal with conflict resolution in the society that we live in. And I think this is a learning lesson, knowing how not to inflate or incite a situation and how to deal with opposition and deal with people coming back at you. I think, we see you, Savvy and Alex portray that sometimes, but people don't know how to really convey that in real time, in real life.
Right.
So this is just another learning lesson of how reality meets entertainment.
Yeah.
And sometimes we live in a bubble and we think we don't have to evoke certain type of emotions or actions when it comes to others. But it's just one of those lessons you got to learn, or we going to learn quickly, especially if you're dealing with comics, right? So,
well, I look at it like this. God has brought me 30 years in this game, and I feel like I give love and I get a lot of love back, and that's just not my style. I'm speaking on it because, hey, man, sometimes you gotta address the elephant in the room. You know what I mean?
Hey, Alex, have you ever been confronted like that, or or someone kind of feel totally
the closest I got,
yeah,
and it's the craziest story. Closest I ever got to, I got heckled one night in the Laugh Factory by a blind gangster.
Oh man, you lying?
I am not lying. There was a nigga in the front row. There was an albino. I don't know if he was a Crip or a Blood. All I know is he was a gangster. He was totally out of place in the Laugh Factory on Sunset. This happened like 15 years ago, dude. And I just wish there was cameras there because it would have been a moment that the world needed to see. Long story short, I probably went on 5th. It just happened to be one of those nights that I got there early to watch all the comics. I very rarely ever get to show and see everybody. I'm usually, what time am I going on? 8:40? All right, nigga, I'm going to get there about 8:20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched all the comics, and this dude was obviously belligerently drunk, right? And heckling. Oh, and just to let you know, it was a white night at the Laugh Factory. So I was the only black comedian. So this dude had a field day, and he was mowing comedians down. He was killing them. Not only was he drunk, he was talking shit, and the white guys just couldn't handle it, right?
Yeah.
So I just remember right before I went on stage, they actually had security come in, and they were going to escort him out. And it turned into a big thing, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm next. It's the last thing you need before you go on stage. You're trying to have a great set, and there's commotion like this. There's somebody that's unruly, that's being stupid. Obviously, dude is drunk. He's with 2 or 3 homeboys. I don't know if they thought it was going to be a black night, but they were just out of pocket completely, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just seeing him destroying these white comics. And you know what I'm thinking in my head, right? What am I thinking in my head, Savvy?
You thinking like, man, if this motherfucker say something to me, I'm gonna tear him up.
He's lining up all his albino jokes.
Yeah.
In his head. He's like, okay.
I didn't have no albino jokes, but when I tell you, I came up stage with the loaded AK-47
Yeah,
joke
that
gun.
was ready to go.
I'm like, my nigga experience kicked in. Like, these white boys ain't been in hostile situations.
Right.
I came up on Def Comedy Jam. I came up at Apollo. I came up with all the hood spots. So this is nothing to me.
Right.
I'm for all the smoke, right?
Right.
And when I said like some hood shit, nigga, I need to hit him before he hits me.
Right.
I'm going to hit him before he hits me, right? First of all, how did I know he was blind? He had his stick. He had his walking stick.
Yeah.
And every time he was talking shit to the comedian, he was holding up the stick, like, so I can tell the nigga was blind, right?
Right.
None of the white boys were getting him, right?
Right.
Nobody was getting him. I'm like, it's obvious that the dude is, I guess that's their trying to be nice.
Right.
I'm not trying to,
PC. They're trying to be PC.
Huh?
They're trying to be PC. Go
They're
ahead.
trying to be PC. They're also trying to be like, hey, he's got a disability. I'm not, but he's destroying y'all motherfuckers. He's from the hood, I'm from the hood. Nigga, when I tell you, I got on stage, it was like, when I tell you the whole crowd flipped, everybody was dying laughing. I'm gonna hit him first, but I asked him nicely first. I said, yo, my man, I know you can't see, but I'm black. Okay, so all of I'm a nigga like you. So just
That's
sit
funny.
there. And he was like, kind of like, oh, okay, like now we got a nigga on stage because he obviously can't see me. I'm
Right.
a nigga just like you. And my mama always told me to not talk about disabled people, anything like that. So I'm not gonna go there. So I just need you to chill out, bro. Sit down, enjoy the show, like everybody, right? This nigga stood up, but he stood up like he thought the stage was right there. He stood up like this and went,
Alex
"Fuck you,
blind,
nigga.
man.
Fuck you, nigga. You ain't funny."
Damn.
I said, first of all, nigga, I'm over here.
Because he looking at the
Nigga,
speaker.
when I said
That's
first
'cause
of all,
the speaker
nigga,
was
I'm
over
over here, the crowd went fucking crazy. I said, y'all see I tried, right? I'm looking at the crowd. Y'all see I tried. I tried to be nice. I tried to be calm. I did a bunch of jokes that were clean. Now I got to get this nigga, right? Is that okay with y'all? Is that you okay with y'all? So I said, everybody, just imagine a packed night at the Laugh Factory, not a seat in the room. I said, on the count of 3, I need everybody in this motherfucker to say, shut the fuck up. Right, I went 1, 2, and I need y'all to say it with me. Ready? I said, on count of 3, I need y'all to, because I could tell he's been bothering all these comics all night long, and it wasn't cool. So I'm going to start off by saying, on the count of 3, I need everybody, and he's still standing. Remember, he just told me, fuck you.
Right.
You're not funny. And he's standing up there with his stick. On the count of 3, I need all y'all to say, and really do it with me. On the count of 3, I need all y'all to say, shut the fuck up. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you. And I know you can't see, but I know you heard it because we yelled it out in Braille, nigga.
That's funny.
Man, even his homeboys that were with him started dying laughing, right? And now he laughed. And remember that I told you he had a stick?
Right.
Nigga, he turned the stick up. It started acting like he wanted to fight me. Like, unguard. I was like, nigga, Tuka can play that game. And I took the mic stand. I'm like, nigga, I'll fuck a blow nigga. Man, when I tell it, the whole show turned in about him.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But when I said, I know you can't see us, but we yelled it out in Braille, man, when I tell you the motherfuckers got up and ran. And I'm a nice guy, you guys. Yeah. I would never just pick on it, but he was being so mean. He's being such an asshole. He wouldn't shut the fuck up. I'm like, you ain't gonna kill my jokes, nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, nigga, it was one of those nights. I just wish there could have been a camera. And then he eventually sat down. It was so funny. He was sitting down like sideways like this because I'm up here. I'm like, yo, and I kept telling his boys, can y'all? I know he can't see me, but can y'all niggas at least turn his seat? Turn his seat around. He's just looking, laughing at the wall. I'm like, nigga, I'm here. Maybe if he turns his eyes towards me, and his ears will hear me better. It's made him a part of the show, bro.
Man,
I don't even know what made me.
He was conditioned to look at the speaker. He heard the speaker, so he was conditioned to like flick the speaker off on the side.
All I know, he was being an asshole, and I had to let him have it.
That is crazy.
That's some funny shit. And I already know that you ain't that type of person, Alex, because I remember one time you and I were performing at the Ice House, and it was a dude acting a damn fool. I don't know if he had too much to drink or not, but he was acting a fool, heckling comedians. And I remember right before I got on stage, you pulled me to the side. You was like, Savvy, do not address him unless you have to. Like, don't fuck up your set worrying about him. Now, if you have to address him, go ahead. But, you know, and that goes to show by you saying something like that. I was like, Alex, he just don't come on stage attacking people for nothing.
Not even my style, man.
It's not your style. I
always felt like, look, I'm the only one in the room with a mic. Right. So if he's going to be loud, ignorant, belligerent, hopefully either a security or somebody in here will take care of him without me having to really fucking go in on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
But unfortunately, like that night with the gangster, I love my black folks, but sometimes black folks, they think they are part of your show. Like, oh, nigga, we made your show. No, nigga, I have jokes. I'm not like these niggas that have to bag for 20 minutes. Like,
right.
I have a show.
Yeah. Right.
Like you could have fucked my show up.
Yeah.
But nigga, I'm 30 years in, motherfucker. You're not going to fuck me up.
You're not going to
do nothing. This is what I do for a living. I didn't come here to lose tonight, nigga.
Facts.
Like, yeah, you're a loser, nigga. You're a blind heckler in a club right now. You've made some horrible decisions in your life. You know what I mean? Even though I know blind, there's nothing you can do about that, and I would never talk about blind. But when you start talking shit, it's fair game, nigga. It's open.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, speaking of getting thrown off guard, though, man, I wanted to, you know, I don't know. I know, Alex, you got kids, and so you savvy as well. You know, it's a lot of little DC Marvel movies that's coming out, and I can't keep up. And Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man coming out or whatever. So I went on Netflix the other day trying to find, like, yo, everybody's talking about these little DC Marvel movies and stuff like that. So I was like, yo, let me go online. So I had to, like, download it and save it for y'all because I was wondering if this happens. Does this happen to y'all too? Because I'm like, oh, okay, did I download the wrong Spider-Man movie? So I was like looking at the trailer. And so I went on like the streaming platform to try to look at Spider-Man, and this came up when I was trying to find the new Spider-Man.
Superman.
Yo, I was like, yo, did I
Nigga.
download the wrong movie?
All I have to say is I've seen horrible black exploitation movies in the 70s when it was like a $30 budget. That looked like the Portuguese Superman, and they shot that in the late 80s
$5.
on a beta cam.
Hey, bro, that look like one of them old ass, one of them Japanese Godzilla films when Godzilla be on a little kite string going through the skies and shit.
And Savvy, hi Chastity, and you said, dude, first of all, you said Spider-Man. That was Superman.
Superman. The woman was Spider Woman. Like, I didn't know. I was like, let me watch a little good DC
They mixed
Marvel
Superman
movie.
in with dancing and chimichangas and all. Like, they were confused. They're like, you know what you want to do today? Let's make a movie. You got some red underwear? Go get a red towel. What are you gonna be? I don't know. Superman? Just dance, motherfucker. That is hilarious. Hey, I know we have been talking a whole lot today, and this is what I love because we got deep today. But I gotta promote a show, man. I got a big show coming up in South Carolina, Spartanburg, South Carolina. It's called the Cigar Experience. One of my boys, shout out to Pete Lee, brother from New York, went down to South Carolina and opened up a chain of cigar lounges in the South. They really classy. It's fly. They're going to have jazz, jokes, cigars, and of course your boy is the headliner. I'm my boy King David. If you're listening, King David, I saw that you hit us earlier. He's from North Carolina. He's now on the show and he's going to host. And it's going to be fun, man. So that's next weekend, April 15th and the 16th. Get your tickets.
Can you smoke while you watching a comedy show?
Come on, man. Like it's a cigar lounge. You know, I'm going to be in heaven, Sid.
That's dope.
Man.
That's dope.
I'm gonna be in heaven.
On stage with one on in hand.
You know, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna be like, look, I don't know what the rules are in South Carolina, and I've never performed while smoking a cigar. I don't know if it just slow me down and I'm gonna chill, but I'm gonna have some videos and some pictures for you.
Yeah,
but get the tickets at the cigarexperience.eventbrite.com. The cigarexperience.eventbrite.com. We're going to end the show on this because then this is something that this goes back to what we said about, how do I say this? Certain things I don't touch, certain things, if there's no jokes, there's no jokes. But man, when I see things on social media and I see that sometimes people put themselves out there like this, I don't know. I saw this today, you guys, and I was actually speechless, but there is some comedy in this, believe it or not. There's this new young rapper. Unfortunately, he was just murdered last week or the week before in the DC area. I think his name is Gunu, and he is actually murdered by police. But he had a big underground following, and I guess his funeral was yesterday. And I don't know if this is the funeral / viewing of the body. I've been to a lot of funerals in my life, but I have never in my life seen anything like this. We're going to watch this video, and then we're going to all
I uploaded one too also, Raul.
Yeah, there's actually a couple. So whatever you guys upload first, Raul, upload the one I sent you first, and then said you can upload it. But we're going to talk about this afterwards because people need to see this.
There you go.
Still big up to the street, rest in peace, young Gunu, and then raise up in 4G. Yeah, I told you that I never throw it down. My niggas, we the last ones left, and life goes on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I don't even know. I don't know if, I kind of don't know what to say. All I know is I'm just going to tell you some of the facts. If the facts come out funny, they come out funny. I'm just telling you the truth. First of all, I heard the promoter did not let the club know that this their dude was hosting the party. They didn't know.
Right.
They did not know. They didn't let the club know, like, who's hosting? They didn't let them know that they were charging $40 at the door.
Yep.
You would think that this is, and they called it his last performance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this up. I'm just like, okay, so imagine if, okay, I'm guessing the people that did know, that's the family in there, and they do know. But imagine if you just a person that likes hip hop, and hey, there's a club, $40. Let's go see who's performing tonight. And you go on stage, you walk in, and nigga,
it's called the final show. That's what it was called. The final show.
What is going on? This is his final show. That's him up there, and that's what you paid $40 for. I mean, I'm looking at people like, some people were mourning, some people were like, I just saw people up there, and I'm thinking they don't. Is that the person that don't know the dude is dead? I don't know, because remember, if you're charging $40 at the door, that means there's random people that probably just came from the Cheesecake Factory.
If he didn't tell the club owner that he was hosting, I'm pretty sure he didn't tell the fan, everybody else.
Yeah,
no, they promoted it. His team promoted it. They promoted it. His team pushed it out there. That all his fans showed up. It was the finale show. I mean, the mom was totally on board. You know how those ghetto moms be.
Yeah. I was to say, like, did the family did they do a flyer?
That was all on board. I mean, I don't want to say this, but people were saying it was a money play for the family too. So that's who.
Well, $40 at the door, and it looked like it was packed. You know what I mean? So they probably made some money that night. But I'm just wondering, if I feel weird. It's like, are you supposed to tell the people? Are you supposed to slide it on them? What's your feeling, Savvy? I feel like you got something to say, man.
If I died and y'all niggas hung my stiff ass on a coat rack in the comedy club, I'ma haunt y'all motherfuckers for the rest of my damn death.
Hey, this fool just over there just like, bitch,
man.
Oh, they just have you up there like you're performing, and then people ask, how did he do? And the nigga, he killed.
If y'all hang my stiff ass on a coat rack playing my voiceovers in the background, expect to go home and have some dishes rattling around for the rest of your fucking life, nigga. That's all I got to say.
With a Savvy t-shirt on, nigga, that nigga just dope. He had his watch on and everything. I was like, wow.
The mom talked about how she was disappointed because he didn't have his, I guess he had some big gold chain, but when he got shot, because he got shot in the back.
Wow.
I guess how he got killed, they stole the chain too. So the mom was a little upset that
the police stole it.
He didn't have his famous chain on that he normally has.
So what was the was it a high speed? Oh no, it was a bank robbery. That's what they said.
It was a robbery.
They said it was a bank
and he
robbery.
got shot in the back.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
And again, anybody that's watching our show, we're not in no kind of way at all. We're laughing about the murder and all that. We were just kind of blown away. I just had never seen that before, that they went that far with it.
Yeah,
I don't know the meaning of an open casket, bro.
You think?
Here's a sidebar. Crazy part. I just bought some Amiri sneakers the other day, and that's like watching that video made me want to like take my sneakers back. I was like, what a horrible.
I've been seeing this name Amiri. What are they? Dope? Are they? What are they? I've seen the name. Is it a new designer?
Man, I didn't even know anything about it. I literally just went to the store and said, "Oh, those some cool shoes."
Oh,
and
you just bought them, and you just.
I didn't even know it was like a cool thing amongst the rappers. I should have known when the guy at the checkout was like, "Yeah, man, all the kids are coming in here. They like love these," and I was like, okay. And it was a little young dude came in the store. Like the store, they have a pop up right there in Beverly Hills.
What are they?
Are they dope? I mean, you're gonna have me look for them later. I don't know if anybody can pull it up before we get off, because now I really
has a picture of them. I like
somebody pull it up. Amiri, are they dope?
Man, it's cool. It's cool.
Is it that clunky Balenciaga style, dude?
Nah. It's almost like a retake on Air Force Ones a little bit, on the ones. I mean, not Air Force.
Okay,
Ones,
I gotta see these because you know I'm a sneakerhead, and when I see him, I'm gonna give you a yay or a nay.
Raul,
are you pulling them up?
No, I thought I said
the design. I'll pull it up. And the design,
please, because I need to see if you're out of your mind or are they any type of fresh. And then again, that's just my opinion when I say whatever I'm gonna say, because I'm not the dude to spend $1,300 on some Yeezy snow boots either. So
yeah,
that's
man.
real, bro.
I'll pull it up while y'all talking about it. But yeah,
Real quick before we go, man, did y'all see Madonna lately?
Yeah, man. I thought it was Lil Kim when I first seen her, bro. I was like, what is she? I was like, what is she doing?
Lil Donna.
Yeah, Lil Donna. I was like, wait a minute, ain't she like 70, bro? Like, how the fuck?
She's almost 70. When I saw the
Yeah,
picture,
I'm like, how does she do that?
yeah, she looked like somebody that hangs around with Saweetie or what's her name, Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, what the
For
hell?
real.
Please show that. It's either a video or a picture, Raul.
She looked like she on a Big Dick Energy remix, bro. I was like, damn, what Madonna doing, bro?
You might as well have her on there. She looked dressed the part. I mean, Madonna looked like she's from the hood. Madonna looked like a girl named Kiki did her hair. And then she's on her 33rd plastic surgery because her face looks rubber, bro.
It does.
I got the video right here. Hold on.
Okay, look, check this out. Is it just me, or does it look like somebody pulled her eyes all the way back behind her ears?
Yeah.
Like her face is straight.
That's
Show the
sad.
still picture. Show the still picture, Raul. It's like her face is pulled back behind her ears, but then again, she can afford that type of plastic surgery. And you know, she's always shout out, nothing bad against Madonna. She's a legend. You know, people's grandmamas grew up on her, but don't she look like she next on the pole at Magic City though?
I don't know what.
Got the little Migos chains around her neck,
Come to social media near you or something. She just look like one of those Instagram girls.
Yeah, she look like one of them Instagram chicks, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Like they pulled her eyes so far back, she looked Chinese.
Yeah. They pulled everything back though, man. Damn, that's crazy.
Well, Khalil did a great job, man.
And then those lips, though, bro, that's a whole nother story.
Oh, that's a whole other story. But she's so rich, bro. She probably gets new lips for Christmas every year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You got lips in the stockings.
Yeah, stocking stuffers.
And stocking stuffers.
You get lips in her new CD. Chad, show us these shoes before we leave, man. I know we went a little over today, but we're having so much fun. This is a great show, by the way. Sad, while you're doing that, let people know where they can find us at. And we appreciate everybody that's tapped in with us on the Funny Nigga. I'ma hurt you. I am going
terrible.
Nigga, Sad, is that a picture you took of your shoes? Are those on your feet right now?
No, that's the stock photo from the actual.
Those are hideous. No,
what do they go for, Chad? Don't tell me over 200.
They're over 200, yeah.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Get the fuck out of here.
You better put that shit up so we can talk shit. Put that damn
I took it down.
No, we need you to bring up them Ross Dress for Less originals. Nigga, them look like they look like you can get those. Those are the new 7-Elevens. That's all I gotta say. You get a bag of chips, some goddamn Coca-Cola, and them fucking 7-Elevens, and they probably $7 or $11. They look like they're $7 or $11.
He said over 200.
These are the ones I think it was in the video we just saw.
Nigga.
Oh, the high tops look even worse.
Oh my. Okay, so here's the first thing that going through my head. Stop me when I'm wrong, because I'm out the loop. Is there some little young rapper that wears these now? Because
a lot of I'll tell you, all the kids and the little young rappers are wearing them, but I didn't know it at the time.
And you're right, they did take. No, go back to the picture, bro. Please leave it there. Please don't get that goddamn picture back up.
Please.
This is upsetting me. I am a real sneakerholic, and it looked like somebody that was on 3 or 4 drugs. I think Future probably directed these, probably came up with this design. Nigga, so they kind of took a silhouette of a dunk with a little bit of Air Force One in the bottom mold and put whoever Amiri is. Amiri probably does makeup for Madonna. Or Amiri probably is Lil Nas X's stylist. Because those are horrible. It looked like somebody couldn't come with a design, so they just cut. There's a couple of pieces of leather laying on the floor. Amiri, can you just sew these on real quick? And no particular way. Just sew them so they could kind of look like bones. Yeah.
Just hot glue them on there.
Hot glue them on. Nigga, that looks like scratch and sniff.
You know what? I'm no longer putting any thought to any product I come out with. I now know that I've been overthinking product. And matter of fact, the next slice of pizza I eat, I'm not gonna finish it on purpose. And however it looks before I throw it in the trash, I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt and sell it.
I'm that same way too, Savvy. Sometimes I'm so critical
Y'all
on
like
being
those?
creative.
Those dope.
No, they're not, Sid. What is wrong with you? Are you high? Okay, here's what I think is going on in your crazy corporate mind right now. Okay, look, I see what you're saying. Take the white off, right? You know, the little white little bones, right? And it's got a silhouette that we are all familiar with. That really does look like a dunk. And anybody that's a sneakerhead knows what I'm talking about. If you take the swoosh off, if you take them little bones off, he took a familiar silhouette / blueprint that worked. It's the same thing Nigo did, except Nigo, Nike sued him for hundreds of millions because he said, fuck it, nigga. He just took a straight Air Force One, didn't even try to change it.
Right.
Taking off the swoosh, he just made it a lightning bolt or whatever, right?
Right.
These fuckers obviously tried to do their own little thing, but they kind of kept that little silhouette. So I believe, said, that's what you're saying is dope, because I know you've been my friend too long, bro. I know you're not saying those little random bones are not hot. Talk to me.
They like them, man.
Yeah, they kind of fly. Hold on. Okay, so the newest one, I'm not gonna even give you. I'm not gonna even.
Yeah, while you're at it, show me their whole line. Said
I'm gonna show you the newest one, and you definitely, since you made that point, you're definitely gonna not like these.
You've been around too many white people. Said I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna fucking hurt. So now let me explain with my fashion knowledge what they're doing with these. Once you got a brand and it starts going, and this is any brand, all right? So just understand this. This is whether you're Gucci, Nike, or just let me think of one more huge brand, Adidas, right? When you start getting big, you can put your logo on anything because you have now sold the image and the logo to the people, correct?
Yes.
Nike can put their fucking swoosh on a napkin and we would spend $30 for the napkin because it's a Nike napkin, right?
Right.
Nigga, it's just a napkin. You can go to Diddy, you can get a napkin out of the gas station at the 7-Eleven, but it don't say Nike on it, right? So here's what they're doing. They're that new little crazy Balenciaga-ish type style. They're just fucking with silhouettes and putting their little bones. Because I'm guessing, this is my first time seeing it. You tell me if I'm wrong, Mr. Said Amiri Brass. Is the bones their logo?
The bones is kind of like their look, but this is kind of like a bite off the Yeezy.
I'm seeing a whole bunch of bites because I can get deep. I don't even know if you guys are even hip to like Avias back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys are hip to Sauconys back in the day.
Oh, I never heard of that.
I don't know if you're hip to Elise and Sergio Tacchini.
Elise, I know. Okay. And Sergio Tacchini, yes.
So what they had, all those people, I'm just putting you up on game now. They all attempted the shoe game. They all attempted, but it just happened to be a time where in tennis, Nike was coming up so big, Adidas was so huge that other people that tried, they were able to survive with the clothing, but they just were never able to get it right with the shoe, right?
Right.
And this is what these fools are doing. But my guess is, like you said, and you told me I was right, said obviously some big rappers wearing these because that is hot garbage, brother.
It's terrible.
I would not stop buying Nike or some other name that I know for those pieces of shit. I mean, that's literally said a kid that goes, oh, you guys aren't up on Teaspoon? Who's Teaspoon? Oh, he's the hottest new rapper on the planet. How old is he? He's 12, but he's killing them. He's 12 and his name is Teaspoon, and he wears these. Yeah, obviously. Well, there you have it. That's why my 16-year-old wants it. But I'm really upset, hurt, and appalled that your grown over 40 ass said that you like these little goddamn bones.
He love them.
Sneakers.
Sid feeling those, bro. But you know, Sid always grabs like, because I remember that one time he had a vegan shoe.
Oh, that's right. You had them little.
Yeah, he
little
always
shoes
grabs like little, different sort of like sneakers sometimes,
That's right. Saying that them little shoes they were made out of lettuce. I do remember
Yeah.
that.
Lettuce and cabbage.
Carrots with the strings and cabbage was the shoe and the strings were made out of carrots. I remember that. Saying.
It's called Vijas or Vejas.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
He said, so I can get so deep on you right now. I can name 3 or 4 major brands, right? I don't know if this is too deep for y'all. Have you heard of the Todds?
The Todds?
Am I the only one here that knows about the Todds? Yes, no? Or you guys
I don't know about
gotta
the
be.
Todds.
I never heard of that.
That one's over my head.
Guess where their flagship store is? On fucking Rodeo Boulevard. They are obviously making enough money that they can be. Now, to black people, it's one of the ugliest shoes on the planet, right?
Todds.
It's called Todds, T-O-D-S. It's from London. They're big. Rich white people like them. It still don't make the shit fly. We're the ones. Our culture makes shit fly, right?
Yeah,
so with that being said, if you looked up the Todds, even another name that black folks do know, but they never really got it right. They had a small pocket of getting it right in the 80s was Bally. Remember, New Yorkers wore Bally's. You know what I mean? All the rappers in New York wore Bally's. That's another high-end brand, but to this day, you went over there on Rodeo, Chanel, a few of those big names. See, it's that bullshit. They all have that kind of silhouette now, and they easily charge $600, $700, $800. Damn. I don't give a fuck. It's still ugly.
Oh man, I'm thinking maybe it's the colorway. I was like, damn, let me throw up some different colorways.
No, I'm not even talking about the colorway. I'm talking about the silhouette. I'm talking about the blueprint of the shoe.
Man, them joints is fire.
Well, you know what? You're still my friend, and you have a significant other in your life. You're not out there for the bitches anymore. So you know what? As long as your significant other is okay with it, then hey, nigga, I'm not. You know what I mean? That shoe's not gonna get you any coochie. I'll tell you that though, right now.
That's good.
It's not.
No, it is. It is.
Unless you are a big fan of Little Teaspoon and you're at his little 14-year-old concert and everybody's wearing those motherfuckers.
You said Teaspoon.
So those are all Amiris.
Well, Said didn't even buy him for the hype. He had no idea. They had to tell him that.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
He just bought him because he felt it went.
Man, walking in there and going, "Oh, those look nice and comfortable."
Yeah, I just bought them joints. I was like, "Oh, those is dope. Those is hot."
So you rather wear them Bones Amiris versus a New Balance, an Adidas, a Nike?
I got a plain one. I don't have one with the bones on it, but.
Can I see the planes, please?
No, I'm not showing. We're gonna end. We're gonna end. I'm
You're
just
my
gonna wear them
friend.
to the
Please
next.
show me the planes. Nigga, go get the box. Dad, do it in the name of comedy. In the name of comedy, and you see, you're thinking about it. Go get that fucking box, and trust me, we're gonna end the show on that. Can I please see him?
Hold on.
Thank you.
The bones.
The bones.
Hold on.
No, I don't want to see a picture.
Mine don't have bones.
Okay. I don't give a fuck. Let me see.
Oh, shit.
And we're gonna end the show on this one, guys.
Oh, man,
I had a great time, guys. I know we went a little over. We started late, but we just got carried away. Okay, here we go. Can I get a drum roll? Can we get a drum roll?
I think I got one. Yeah.
And hold on. Now, let him do the drum roll first. And this is going to determine how we're going to end this show.
Yeah, so it came in a nice little bag.
I don't give a fuck. So, are y'all not hearing these? I wanted to hear the fucking drum roll first.
You got to pull both of them out, man. Hold on.
Wait, turn that around.
You know what? I got some shoes that look similar.
See, now those are all right.
That's what I said. They plain.
Yeah. I got some shoes that look pretty similar to that.
Yeah. Ted, can you turn it to the side, please? Can you hear me? Now put it into the camera, into the light.
Yeah.
Come down, Ted.
Those are way different.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those.
That is nothing. Those
that's
are
a nice.
actually fly. Those
that's
are cool.
a nice shoe. Yeah, that's a nice shoe.
Those up and down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so then why were you showing us all the little?
Because that's the new. That's the new ones. Those are the new ones that just came out.
The little teaspoon wears. Okay. Because I was about to hang up on you, Said. I was about to say, bro, just wrap this motherfucker up.
So those are ones tablespoon wears.
Yeah, no, it's teaspoon, Raul. It's teaspoon.
Tablespoon's the older brother.
Yeah, exactly. Tablespoon is his producer and his engineer.
Producer.
He's the one that comes up with all the bullshit. No, say it. Those were actually cute. Now, here's what I don't have a problem with as a sneakerhead. I will fuck around with a brand that nobody knows if it looks fly.
Right, that was the whole point. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know until I seen that funeral picture. I was like, dang, that's what the kids is wearing.
Those were
I
cool.
had no idea.
Those are cool. You could dress those up and down.
Correct. Where with the shoe up and down. Right. Exactly.
Now, how much were those?
I can't remember. There was a gift.
Oh, okay.
He don't want to tell you, man.
Those are cool. But that other crazy crackhead attempt, the other ones,
Crackhead.
The bone
not a good
collection.
look.
Yeah, the bone collection.
Yeah, the bone
The bone
collectors.
collection.
Yeah, the bone collectors, not cute at all. All right. Well,
The Pumpkin
ladies,
King ones.
what'd you say, Savvy?
The Pumpkin King ones. The Halloween special.
The jack-o'-lantern ones.
There you go, the
Jack-o'-lantern
jack-o'-lantern one.
Nigga, it looked like those motherfuckers. You only wear them on Halloween. Shit. Thank you, Bonnie. We love you too, Bonnie. I hope you can help us spread the word.
Alex, you really should, man. Like, not to cut you off, bro. Like, you come out with some new merch, or any, you should really try to get Bonnie a T-shirt or something, bro. Because
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying. That's it's just real big, you know, for her to you know, to watch faithfully like that, man. And you know, when some new merch comes out, I know you usually get it to us. But I think she should get something too, you know.
Raul, that new I didn't get you your shirt yet. I think the new Funny Don't Stop with the yellow stars around it. Do we have any? If we get an extra one or something like that,
I think I do have a black one. I think you gave me a black. I forgot.
I gave you one, and I don't think Sad ever got his. Or did you get yours too, Sad?
Yeah.
Hey,
Sad, did you get yours?
Print her one up, man.
Yeah, if you could print one up for Bonnie and Bonnie, slide into any of our DMs and get us your size, and we're going to send you a Funny Don't Stop T-shirt. And all I ask for you to do, Bonnie, is come in one day and just say hi and be rocking a T-shirt. That's all I ask.
Have you been to her city, Alex, to perform yet?
Chicago?
She's in Chicago, and
of course, absolutely. I don't know why she missed me. She had to do something, but Bonnie, we appreciate you. Spread the word. Let everybody know to get the alerts like we do. And this was a great show, man. I had a great time. Savvy, let them know where they can find you at.
Yo, you can find your boy doing impressions and all kind of funny shit at Savvy Amusing on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
That's what's up. Said Brass.
You can find me at SEDBRASS.
And Raul.
Yeah, you can find me at the Big Goose, DABIGGUZ, but also check out the Chop Shop if you need any custom prints, man.
Yes.
Dopest
T-shirt dude on the planet right now. Go make sure you check out the Chop Shop. Man, put your logo up there so they can see it real quick, Seth. You got it on deck?
No, I don't got it on deck.
Dope. It's like, isn't it like the Grim Reaper over a printer? Is dope.
No, that's actually me.
That's you. I thought it was the Grim Reaper.
It's the Grim Goose
picture of myself, man. And actually, we vectorized it. So, yeah, that's actually me.
It's the Grim Gooseman.
The Grim Goose.
Yes. And shout out to my boy Tiger Woods, who is back this week. I am super excited.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm excited as fuck. I can't even lie, man.
I will be glued to the TV all weekend long. And it's like one of those things where whether he wins or loses, it is a win for the fact that man has went through 4 back surgeries, a leg that was 5 minutes away from being amputated. First of all, we were just worried about his well-being and that he's going to be alive and okay. This man is taken to the next level and is back competing. And in his press conference today, they asked him basically, do you think this weekend you can win? And he said, of course I do.
Exactly.
Basically, I wouldn't be here wasting you guys or anybody else's time if I didn't feel like I can win.
That's what's up.
That's inspiring, man. After everything you've been through, man.
Big inspiration, man. So go Tiger. Hey, greatest of all time in my book. And Raul, let him. Oh, you already told him. So yeah, you can find me every single week. But right now at Funny Man Alex Thomas. That's my Instagram. But every single Tuesday right here on
The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The funny don't stop. Hey, the funny don't stop. No, the funny don't stop.